You have a choice. So kan vocab ni kan namanya tu bodoh.
Yes, you cakap
Bukan?
senang. You know,
Exactly.
Assalamualaikum. Welcome to Sisterz Chit Chat with me, Sister Zarina Zaharudin. And welcome to the new year. Today is the 8th of January. And before we know it, it's like we are in 2022. Selamat tahun baru semua. Happy New Year to all my sisters out there. Thank you for still watching and following my talk show, Sisterz Chit Chat. And today is our 6th episode. And of course, today we have a very special lady, someone that I've known for, I would say about 10 years. Yeah. But before I introduce her, have you watched all the other episodes from episode 1 to episode 5? Okay. Basically, there are something interesting in every episode. And I really hope that, you do watch the replay at your own time. Yeah, don't worry, you don't have to sit down and watch. You can listen while doing your own things. Yeah, while cooking, while driving. Yeah, okay. So welcome, Sis Layla Bella. Okay, how are you today? Good evening.
Alhamdulillah. Tahun baru, azam baru. Add on to whatever yang kita dah buat dulu and things like that. So alhamdulillah. And thanks for having me.
Thank you, Alhamdulillah, for coming on board and for accepting my invitation. Okay, who is actually Sis Layla Bella? You see, nama dia pun very mouthful, kan? Yeah. So, okay, I've known her for about 10 years, and okay, this lady is really full of life. Yeah, full of life. Yeah, she is the person that you should go to if you have any, I wouldn't say any problem lah, but basically if you're stuck in your life. Okay, what I meant by that? Okay, just a little bit of background about Sis Layla. Yeah. Let me tell you, she has gone through life, whatever that you can experience. Okay, example, marriage. Right? Okay, so she's laughing. She's not into one, she's not into two, but she's on her third, alhamdulillah, third marriage, and she's very happy. Yeah, and even her first marriage ended very amicably. Okay, we'll talk into that maybe some other time. Yeah. Number two, talking about life, like so I said, whatever life experience, she's like my big sister. Yeah, really. Sis Layla is really like my big sister. If I have anything that I need a second opinion, I'll always go to her. Okay, she's also recovered from you are cancer survivor, right, Sis Layla?
Yeah.
Cancer survivor. So how bad can it be, right? Yeah, and yeah, and on top of that, she has worked in a corporate big organization. She was handling the management. Yeah, she was in charge of the management. So you can imagine, how she can be a little bit, she can be a tigress lah. Yeah, I tell you, when she works, she can be a tigress, but she can be as applicable as a cat. You see, look at her now. I'm following her stuff. Yeah. Okay, I learned a lot from Sis Layla. Okay. And so moving forward, she has moved from corporate world and now she's into her own business. And okay, I don't have to give you a list of her businesses, but really, 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 it's a long list. It's a long list. She gave me the whole text and I was telling her, full. I think if I'm gonna, read your profile, I think we're not gonna end. By then it will be 30 minutes already. Okay, so having said all that, yeah, and she's now her own boss, and of course, this is where her passion is. Okay, basically she likes to help people. So all of our sisters out there, yeah, if you think you're stuck in your life, doesn't matter whether you want to have a change of career, sometimes we are stuck in our career, we just want to move on, but we don't have that push or the pull factor. Okay, this is the lady that we should talk to. Or maybe sometimes we are stuck in our life. Yeah, I mean, as in our marriage. Yeah, sometimes things could happen, right, over time. Maybe after 10 years, after 15 years of marriage, suddenly realize that, hey, am I with the same guy that I used to love before? Yeah. So I'm gonna leave it to Sis Layla Bella to share with us this how to move on when we are stuck in our life.
Okay, alhamdulillah. Sis, the difficulty of moving forward is when you keep on looking back. I'll start off with that. Kita kalau drive kereta, kita tengok rear view mirror ke, side mirror ke, kita tengok mirror yang depan yang kita tengok ke depan.
Depan tu paling besar lah kan?
Yang paling besar tu, you tengok ke depan kan? So you have to look back sesekali to see what mistakes that you made. But in my context, I tak suka cakap mistake. I would say it's a good learning experience. Pasal tak, semua orang go through the experience that we go through. Jadi the question that you're supposed to discuss is, are you stuck in your relationship or career? How do you move forward? You know, how do you move on? The thing is, don't look at issues. We look at solutions. But we have to look at issues sometimes, what we have gone through. Jadi our history, or rather our future, is not our history repeated. We have to unlearn and relearn, guys. Jadi, you see, when we dah jatuh sekali, kita bangun. So the question right now is, there are so many reasons apa sahaja kita start in career or in relationship. Whether it's us, whether it's others, whether it's human reason or whether because of other factors. Jadi kita jangan tengok, apa salah aku jatuh ini mestilah si gedegak, si inilah gedegak, dia tu and things like that. And most of the time, we hardly look at ourselves. Apa salah kita jatuh? Apa salah our relationship is not strong? Relationship in any form of relationship. Dengan kawan-kawan, dengan mak bapak, dengan anak-anak, dengan anything. Dengan our loved ones, you know. And honestly speaking, when you're stuck, it is the best time to learn. Now, the question that we should look at is, how do we cope and how do we move forward? Okay. Now, the thing is, whatever reasons that we go through, I have like one whole big table, like what you mentioned, life experiences. I have a whole big table of what have gone through, jatuh ke, bangun ke, and things like that and whatnot. But we don't want to look at that. Nanti jadi membawang to talk about things that actually destroyed us before. But we should look at it as, what are the experience that we had before that become assets to us, that kita will move forward. Use that assets, use that experience as a learning punya curve, you know. So how do we move forward? Now, the thing is, kita ni banyak string tau attached to us. String financial yang lemah, string relationship yang membebankan, string relationship yang menyakitkan, and you talk about career, kurang asam punya boss lah, colleagues lah, and then the thing is, masalah, we don't have enough education, qualification to bring us to the next level. Kita nak naik tau, tapi tersengkak, terstuck, suruh stuck, banyak macam dia stuck.
Internal stuck dalam career pun boleh stuck
Exactly, you stuck apa? Pasal apa, hari-hari pergi, if you have to drag yourself to work hari-hari, because you tak suka your boss ke, because you know you're going to do the same thing again and again, you dah boring. That one is a bell for you to move forward. Why do something that you don't like? Why get stuck with something yang membebankan, menyakitkan, and then always remember, whatever yang stuck, it will make your health stuck juga.
Wow.
Now learn from me, learn from me. I had cancer, I had stroke, I had this, I had that. Pasal apa? Bila dah kerja, tak ingat matahari, tak ingat bulan, tak ingat bintang, kan? Padan muka aku. But I take it as what? Allah nak sedarkan kita. Stop. When you're sick, stop. But jangan sampai sakit. So unstuck yourself first. So how to unstuck is, you look at things, kalau you ada masa lebih sikit, okay, put at things yang you sekarang tengah ada problem. It's always good to know what is troubling you.
Okay, maybe we can focus on career first. You know,
Okay.
let's say you're stuck. Just now you were mentioning, right? Kadang-kadang we drag our feet to go to work. I think I do hear that a lot of people, after a while, things become monotonous. I think that's where it all started, right? Kata orang, dulu waktu mula-mula start kerja kan, when we just started working when we are young, we are so excited, we are full of enthusiasm because there's a lot of things to learn. Okay, after maybe 5 years, 3 years, we pick up things, macam orang cakap, bukan cakap tutup sebelah mata, tutup dua-dua belah mata pun boleh buat kerja. When you come to that level, so how do you motivate yourself?
Okay, sekarang you have to ask yourself, satu kerja start, I need to move on. Satu kerja start, I need to move on. Satu kerja start, sampai dah 3, 4, 5 kerja, because we will never know ourselves. We will never know what makes us stuck, because that a lot of people, they don't recognize, they don't understand who they are, what they want, where they want to go, where is the next point that they want to go. Jadi a lot of people dapat pekerjaan tu kadang-kadang dengan tak secara langsung atau tak ada choice. Always remember you have a choice. Now, when you're stuck, you have to ask yourself, apa salah aku stuck Pasal if you don't find that reason, you're going to go to another employment, sama problem. Now it's harder for you to go to a new environment and learn everything new when website semua belum bersih.
Oh.
Betul tak? So what you can do is while you are there, think of what you can do. Kalau betul-betul dah tak boleh, okay, then move on. Look at what you want. In 3 years, in 5 years, now time is very short. But if you don't plan your things, you know, people don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. Ini selalu kita dengar kan. Jadi look at what you want to do. Okay, you tengok you punya passion, because lagi kita meningkat umur, when we're young, we can afford to learn. I don't like to use this
and
term.
make mistakes, but we can also make mistakes.
I don't want to use the word we can make mistake. Now, it is always a learning curve. We are trying to be more optimistic and positive in what we say, because that's what builds us up. Jadi kita tengok, okay, aku nak ni. Jangan ikut the crowd. Ingat tak depan piper tu? Tiup aja, semua masuklah dekat gaung. Don't be that mouse. Talking about it, I'm a year of the rat juga, masuk pada. So, think of what you want to do. Apa yang you suka, because your passion will never die. Right? So, kalau you cakap pasal career, cakap, okay, actually, I love to do, let's say, I love to do events, actually, I like to meet people. But you are doing things that you're facing the machine. You can say, at that point aja dah tak gel, because your needs, your wants, your interests change over time, because kita every single year bila kita grow up, our needs, our priorities all change.
Correct. Yeah, true.
Tanggungjawab boleh suka-suka atau balik malam ke, tak kisah problem macam
tak ada suami, tak ada anak kan, kerja 24 jam, katil bawa pergi office. Zaman dulu.
Exactly, right? Jadi bila kita dah ada tanggungjawab and things like that, and please do not use tanggungjawab as a reason for your incapability of moving forward. You will never learn. Macam, tak adalah, because anak I ni, suami I had, and things like that. Never look at yourself, you know. And always think when you're stuck, you use your family, use other people except yourself as a reason. Kalau Allah cakap, anak engkau yang bebankan kau, okeylah aku ambil anak engkau, macam mana? Kita punya ucapan, kita ingatan jadi satu doa. Kalau Allah boleh permudahkan, then what will you do? Jadi kalau you stuck in your career, for instance, pasal tak ada qualification, tak ada apa, fine, pergi sini orang tak nak employ, pergi sini you always think, Malay. I don't have Malay blood, but I'm in the Malay community. I can't help but to be very, very upset with majority of the Malay yang selalu fikir pasal darah lah, pasal kulit lah, orang tak nak ambil kerja aku. You have a choice, right? Choose what you want to do. All your years of experience, tengok, tak payah cari kerja baru dulu. Kalau if you can afford that period, that 6-month period that can sustain you punya financial punya need for yourself and your family, think of what you can do. Then go into that area. Let's say kalau you dulu cikgu, penat, highest IMH punya ni intake is all teachers because of stress.
Betul. Statistik paling tinggi. Teachers dengan students kan?
Exactly. And the thing is, knowing that and you still pursue, itu kan namanya, sorry, I susah kan, vocab ni kan namanya tu bodoh. Bebal.
B-O-D-O-H.
B-O-D-O-H kan. So pronounce yourself.
Kalau tak tahu pronounce betul B-O-D-O-H.
Exactly. And people say, yalah, Bel, you cakap senang
lah. Yes, you cakap senang. Talk is cheap.
Yeah. Now the thing is, I dare say it because I went through it, but I don't represent the entire community of the whole world. That makes us special. You are special.